Yo, what's up, motherfuckers? I am back, and it's Christmas!
Tis the season to get bit and count some fried milk, and I'm smoking all this shit.
Yeah, Merry Christmas! Merry motherfucking Christmas!
Catch a hoe and another hoe. Merry Christmas.
And I got a holiday special treat for you guys today. I got an exclusive interview with Detroit's own motherfucking living legend. Everybody knows this guy, DJ Butter. Alright, in order to start right away, if you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you on the team, and I'm always making new content. All you gotta do is hit that subscribe button. Woo! Alright, here we go. Here's the interview.
Hope you enjoy it.
Alright, Merry Christmas, man. How you doing?
All right, Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Say we here.
Awesome. Good to have you on here, man. I'll
No
just say
doubt.
real quick, you guys are watching the Honor Show, and we are sitting here with the legendary, the motherfucking none other than DJ Butter.
Yeah,
So,
thank you. Thank
yeah,
you, man. Thank you.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Man, word.
Absolutely. Thank you for being on here, man.
No
It's
problem.
it's an honor for me because, you know, I've been listening. Man, I got to tell you, I've been listening. I can't tell you how many mixtapes and underground songs and just shit that I've had over the years where at the beginning I hear DJ Butter, y'all.
Word,
And I
that's
know
what's
it's
up.
going to be a hit. I know it's going to be a classic coming on. I'm always going to be like, no, turn it up, rewind that shit, play it again.
That's what's up, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Word.
So, you know, I know it's Christmas and everything, so I won't keep you too long and all that. I just figured I'd ask you some questions. It sounds like, you know, being the legendary Detroit DJ that you are and producer and everything, how did you get started into music? What was kind of your jumping off point?
Well, just the art of watching Run DMC Jam Master Jay in the beginning, coming up, being at my grandma's house on North Lawn in the Puritan area where we were staying at, growing up hearing hip hop in a mass amount in the 80s, early 80s, at our house, hearing Curtis Blow and just seeing Run DMC, that Rock Box video when you see Jam Master Jay scratching in the video, and it was like, that's what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? It was like, coming up in the 80s, it was either that, basketball or, getting in the streets, sports, that type of thing. But it instantly gravitated to me when I seen Jam Master Jay, and it was, it was like love at first sight, you know what I'm saying, type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was able to meet him before he passed away. He gave me a shout out.
Nice.
We was at Club Network in a room full of people, and I was in there with my picket signs, my Kill the DJ picket signs, and he was like, "Shout out to DJ Butter, he doing his thing in the house." I wish I took a picture with him that day.
Man,
But yeah,
that's dope.
JMJ,
That's dope. That's a good memory. Rest in peace to Jam Master Jay, one of the true pioneers of hip hop. One of the real pioneers, man. Those are some good people to have looked up to and to been able to see and everything,
Right.
So would you say those are some of your favorite, rappers and DJs growing up then?
Yeah. Watching that, Jam Master Jay coming up, we were motivated by Grandmaster Flash, how real that stuff was with the message. Coming up, my homeboy Illy Ill, he passed away when we were 15. But we caught the bug at the same time, you know what I'm saying? It was like, he wanted to be the MC, I was gonna be the DJ. We had that run, Rakim, with the DJ bug in us back then. And coming up, in the 80s, man, it was like we had to do something before we got out of high school because, it was the goal to kind of have something kind of etched in stone, professionally, because it was just drugs and all that shit coming at us at an all-time rate, man. It was
right.
He got killed trying to sell dope and stuff. So You
I'm
know, it
sorry
was
to
just
hear that.
yeah, I appreciate that, man. We were just that goal was just to come out of high school with a record deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that was the goal. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't materialize that way. So I kind of built my own way. You know what I'm saying? With putting out the magazine. I had a hip hop magazine in high school called Funky Fresh in the Flesh. I
Okay.
done recently made it to a podcast.
Yeah.
So you know, coming out of high school interviewing rappers, I did this stuff back then, interviewing like Method Man and
Yeah.
Butter Law and all those guys. You
Yeah.
know, you know this.
Let me put her in there for 1 second.
All right,
Right. Stop. Yeah.
Atomic Dog.
I've never had to lock you up in there.
It's Christmas, man.
Yeah, my bad. She's a little teacup chorky, and usually she just sits right here the whole time. It's quiet. I've done 3-hour
she
interviews
like
before, and she'll be quiet. Now today she's just going nuts.
she
So
like it's Christmas. She don't need to be put away.
yeah, she's something else. So and I figure since it's Christmas, there might be a lot of cars pulling in and out because I'm in an apartment building. She better just sit in there. Yeah, she better just sit
Yeah.
there. So my bad. I
Wow.
didn't mean to get up in the middle of you talking there.
Yeah. I basically was, coming out of high school with the whole entrepreneur spirit. I didn't really was big on college. I tried out college. So my goal was to really come out of high school and give myself a record deal if it wasn't there,
Right.
make a name for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what you have, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Um, oh yeah, this is something I've always wanted to ask you. How did you decide on the name DJ Butter?
Well, actually, my first DJ name was Terminator 1200, and
Yeah,
1200 it was the turntable was the
yeah.
1200. Then I went to DJ Skill. It was too much with the Terminator 1200, but I went to DJ Skills. It was a group called The Alliance. They had a DJ named DJ Skills, so I changed it then.
Uh-huh.
Then it was DJ Main Attraction. It's like, okay, that's kind of arrogant, so boom. Made butter simple, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
Yeah.
who I
Smooth.
am, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that because I always thought that to like DJ Butter. That's dope. Yeah, yeah,
More marketable, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
And look at what it's become today. I mean, you're known all over the place. You've worked
Right.
with the biggest names in the industry, all over the
Yes.
place. What would
Yeah.
you say are some of your favorite people that you've worked with?
Cool G Rap was a bucket list for me,
Yes.
I, I did two tracks with Cool G Rap. He's on my album with DJ Dez
Mhm.
called A Piece of the Action. He's on there with Guilty Simpson.
Nice.
And I did a joint with him on Bodie James project. He's on there with Bodie's our album called The Art of Rock Climbing. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
working with Corrupt, just meeting him in person.
Yes.
We shot a video together. Pace One, that was one of my bucket lists. We got an album out.
Yeah.
Good Dope sells itself. Yeah,
Yes. I love that
it's just out
album.
right now. Yeah, I've just always been a fan of them. Just that whole New Jersey,
Right.
Red Man element. That's stuff that we adapted at home. You see it with D12 and all those guys. That whole, funky, grimy shock value rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bodie was a good project of mine. Working with him, just a young guy up and coming. You know what I'm saying? Younger than me. He made a lane for himself to become a young legend right now. So that was a goal of mine. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So yeah.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
Something
Word.
else I was on to ask because whenever I see your album covers, because like you're a pretty laid back dude and everything, and I've always enjoyed seeing your album covers because they've always been kind of wild, like Kill the DJ or some of the faces
Yeah.
you make on them even, and I was wondering where you got some of your inspiration from that for.
Kill the DJ was pretty much, it was like, it just the way I felt. Like with that album cover was like, just showing how cutthroat, the DJ game is, the radio station game is. It was like, coming up, we had to go through a lot selling mixtapes, like with Detroit artists on the mixtapes. So, we faced, I used to come out and see so much stuff going on, just trying to sell mixtapes. I mean, one record store I went to, it was shot up. One of my homeboy record stores, he got shot in the record store. So it was just the art of pushing it, the whole Detroit, loving Detroit agenda. It was that whole Kill the DJ. That was the concept of that.
Okay.
And once you hear the music at the beginning of it, you hear me out there saying, "I got the new mixtapes. Get your mixtapes." This Royce and all these guys, Eminem, D12. At that time, a lot of the distributors, 99, when I put that album out, 99, 2000, a lot of people were just getting familiar with Detroit hip hop. So
Right.
I tried to make the cover fit the music.
Okay.
Same way with Shit Happens.
Yeah.
I had put it was bugged out, when I put it on the shelves and things like that. The record stores would be like, "What is this?" But it worked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I changed it up, but it was just the way I felt at that time. It was like, I used to go to the record stores, man, and the stores used to give me hard time, like,
What?
a hard, just like on some, you got these mixtapes and stuff. Who was these guys? So, I make sure I mix it in with the other national stuff, but my goal was to kind of promote the local stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Who are
so the
these
cover
guys?
had to be wild.
The best.
Yeah. I got No Coast on my album and things like that back in 99. A lot of people are not familiar with them guys.
Right.
Even now, Paradigm, a lot of them guys were kind of new with the distributors.
Right.
I had Southwest Wholesale distributing me back then.
Uh-huh.
And they had Cash Money and all these big people, Cash Money
yeah.
Records and
Yep.
8 Ball and MJG and Lil
Right.
Flip. So they, for me being a DJ coming with that slew of people on my projects, I had to really make the cover kind of wild.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just so it can work. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that was my goal, just to kind of raise the Detroit flag. When the record stores was like, "No, you got the latest E40 on here, or you got the latest Tupac?" It's like, no, I got my man, Dilla on here. I got Proof on here.
Yes.
That type of thing.
That's dope.
That was the goal.
Oh yeah, that's dope. And you know what? Them album covers work too, because they stick out.
Yeah.
You go flipping through some CDs, and you see those. You're gonna at least look through it and say, "Who is on here? Who is this?" And me seeing all them guys on there, I'm like, "Hell yeah, give me 2 copies of this." In case I scratch one out, 2 of them.
Yeah, to make us important. Just to fight to make us important. That was the goal. And brand it and market it.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say? Do you have any mixtapes that were your favorites to make, or maybe that some were more fun to make than others?
Kill the DJ was fun. At that time, considering I was able to work with Bugs and all those guys, just to hear, not too many people did a song with Bugs and Proof. That was fun. I went through a lot personally, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, you had to, it was like seeing is believing. I had to spend a lot of money and time into that stuff, so it affected my personal life. Right. So, but at the end of the day, I have fun doing, even Shit Happens. I have fun doing it. It was like if this album don't work, let me work on this album, because you always got to have a backup. And even with that, the guys were using my songs as demos and stuff to their record labels and stuff. So I was able to kind of help position guys to get heard, King Gordy and all those guys.
Yes.
Deny More, you know what I'm saying? They kind of, use mine as my songs as a to tell Shady Records, yo, we work and we Butter got us going. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Proof was really proud of what we were doing and
Hell yeah.
running back to M doing playing our music, saying certain things about our music and stuff. So my goal was just to really kind of be a radio station for us, man.
Yes.
Whether the radio supported us or not. Even to this day,
Yes.
it's to be like a walking radio station for people. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
Mhm.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you
At
definitely
home.
do that. You definitely do
Yeah.
it. You definitely represent Detroit music, which it's awesome. You've always kept it like, hometown,
Word.
and that's super cool. That's super cool because Detroit has some of, like I'll say, like I grew up and listen and started getting into rap with when I was like 6 back in like 1988 with Easy E, Easy Does It, and I've watched it progress. So back in the day, I was like, yeah, West Coast music was my favorite, even though I would listen to East Coast too and South, but. Then when I started hearing like the Detroit music, I was hooked. I was like, man, this
Yeah.
is my favorite now.
Yeah.
And started digging and finding all the underground shit and like, man, there's
Yeah.
so many good artists in Detroit, and there's been so much good music to come out of there.
Even with you saying Easy E when he said Compton, Michigan,
Yeah, yeah,
when,
yes.
man, back then we were like, is he really from Michigan? And, even hearing that it would motivated me as just like getting my entrepreneur on, like get your record, your record label on, just me trying to figure out is he from Compton, Michigan? Is he from our we it was a funny game back then, but that was our motivation. I was this close to talking to Easy P before he
Oh,
passed away,
oh man,
Yeah, yeah,
rest in peace, Easy E, man.
yeah. Rest in
What an
peace.
icon.
Yeah, that was the guy right there, man.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I remember that's actually what that song we said Compton, Michigan. That's actually the first Easy E song that I heard. It was that song I put in the tape.
Right.
Like, dude, I was 6. I was going to school, and the school bus had this Christian rap tape called DC Talk. And this kid was like,
Wow.
what you listening to? I'm like, oh, this, my mom got it for me. And he's like, oh, let me listen to it. Here, you can listen to this. And he handed me, it was dubbed. It was a yellow, yellow and green, like that light yellow and green Memorex tape that they had back in the day. And I still remember it. It was Magic Mark. It said Easy, Easy Does It. Oh my, but then I was like, ooh,
Wow.
hooked right there.
Right.
Would you say, would you say you feel fortunate to have grown up in Detroit?
Yeah, it molded me, man. Like being out on the West Coast and you run into just like, man, I went on tour with Esham one time and just going on the road with him and just seeing the love from him, the going to Utah and Arizona and Las Vegas and Cali, and um, you don't be scared too much, bro. It's Detroit kind of reared, maybe put a kind of a callus on me. It's just like, we escaped a lot at home, man, before I was 18, man. You know what I'm saying? So, for real, man. So it molded me, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing for me to go to any hood almost, you know what I'm saying? So,
Nice.
mm,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
that's dope.
yeah.
That's dope. I like hearing that. Who growing up, like who was around you? Like who was your role models or people you looked up to, or that kind of guided you along the way?
Well, was my dad, man, to be able to have a dad, um, was so important to me. My father didn't really, he just had to be around, you know what I'm saying? So, that was he ain't had to buy me no clothes, no shoes, no nothing. It just, I'm glad you here. And just to be
Yeah,
able to share my father with my homeboys was, even to this day, my homeboys kind of thank me for that. You know what I'm saying? Just the energy. But my father, bro, then going out when he was able to hold it down for us as being there. That's all I needed, man. And then whenever him and my mother was spatting and he don't come around, he still gave us those jewels. So it was nothing for me to grow off, my homeboys that was older than me, you know what I'm saying? In
Right.
my neighborhood, this, growing up on Puritan, man, in Highland Park and all those, especially Puritan, man, I I had homeboys that didn't preach dumb stuff to me. It was like, respect your grandma, man. You know, they taught me the birds and the bees. My homeboys. So it would molded me for the industry and all that. You know what I'm saying? That came with that. So I kept that close to home, man. I'm not no idol worshiping type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So
Hell yeah.
you know,
Hell yeah.
word.
Man, you've already accomplished so much, and like I said earlier, you've worked with the biggest guys in the industry, and even just like the coolest and the most lyrical and like my favorite type of rappers. You've already accomplished so much. What would you say your goals are going forward still?
I want to get off to the documentary stuff.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
working on a lot of stuff now. I just got so much footage, man. Some of that stuff kind of be hard to watch because but I go back and dig it up, you know. But I really want to get it on some platforms and stuff, kind of get it out of my vaults and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just let the world see, me hanging out with Proof and M and Royce and all that stuff. I want people to see that, just, in the beginnings. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's the goal. I was able to help out Quincy Jones' son a couple of times with some of my footage and MTV when Bugs passed away
Man.
to be able to share some of that footage and stuff. But that's the goal. I want people to match the music with the visuals
Yes.
and kind of set a template to where um it's like a festival or some type of award show honoring Detroit hip hop more. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like kind of bring because it was seemed like it was divided, man. Like I think that's why kind of M is having so much hard times. It's like uh M is the greatest for our city, but they want to know more about what build what
Right.
was built around them. You know what I'm saying? So it was deeper than just the minimal people that motivated him. Like so
Right.
that's my goal is to kind of put a gumbo of us together. Just keep that. Because I love the culture from the '80s, from the
Yes.
'90s. I collect this stuff. I buy my friends' music, bro. So you know what I'm saying. So that's the thing, man. Just to kind of show how important our culture is. Just like Motown, it's like you can go to Cali and go to a Coney Island with a Smokey Robinson and Motown jams playing with all the images on the wall, and I want that to be, for
Yeah.
our hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's the goal. You know what I'm saying? So
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Yes. Yes. It's like you're gonna be like the dude holding the torch, lighting the way, man. Because we need this
yeah,
classic and real hip hop out there. We need more stuff like this. And I know I, for one, would love to see these origin videos in the beginning and stuff in your vault like that. Like you said, the documentaries side of stuff. Man, I watch hours worth of documentaries all the time. I would love to be able to watch it on Detroit
yeah.
hip hop
It's
and shit.
time, man. I mean, they hear so many cats losing their stuff in the floods and stuff like
Oh
that, and
yeah, man.
my one of my homeboys was telling me how my homeboy lost his parents threw away his ADAT tapes. They look like VHS tapes.
Yeah,
But that stuff break your heart when so
yeah. Thank
it's
you.
time to like, we paying for extra storages for my records and shit right now. So I want people to see that stuff. That's what I'm working on now. That's why I did the podcast with my homeboy B-Boy Reds, the Funky
Yeah.
Fresh in the Flesh podcast. I'm
Yes.
really trying to gather all those guys and create a festival sponsored by Sprite or something, some big old man, you know what I'm saying? And be able to
Yeah.
get them checks and say, come on out, man. We're gonna have 20,000 people to see y'all perform.
Yes.
That's my goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. That's something
yeah,
I've noticed about you is you don't just put yourself like whenever you've got something going, you get your homeboys, you get the people that you work with and respect and get them going too and get them on there. And that's super cool, man. That's super cool.
yeah. That was the purpose of me doing the Dilla days and stuff at home. The J
Yeah.
Dilla days and stuff. It's just to bring the energy because we so trained and not, you know, we've been putting each other on a shit list for so long with each other, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that the young guys understood it. That's why the younger generation of Detroit hip hop, they doing more songs together. It's just like now, to me it's so bad. It's like when Proof birthday or his death day, it's like why no radio stations playing this man's songs on the radio?
Right. Right.
Even with Dilla, if y'all go ahead and label Proof a killer and things like that, but play Dilla stuff on the radio, play Blade or have a big memorial or we celebrate them. You know what I'm saying? Because the young kids got it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was like, the first time I really started doing professional mixtapes, um, pressing CDs up and spending thousands and thousands. You see the divide and conquer of us, back in the 90s, man, late 90s. It's like, Butter, why you fucking with him? Why you fucking with him? It's like, no, let me do my DJ Khaled thing, my Clue thing for y'all. And don't try to put a shit list in front of me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of my goal is to kind of heal that. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? I my goal, that's my goal is to make it hip hop, Detroit hip hop important in all our wives' homes and our kids' homes and our relatives' homes. Is like, yeah, I know who your friend is. I know, and they get that back to me more than just Eminem, more than
Yeah.
Royce, and
Yeah.
it's like, yo, I'm educating my family as I do things as well. So,
Hey.
we, I make sure my wife love Detroit hip hop like I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
For real. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
That's dope.
saying?
I do the same thing with my son. I'm like, yeah, because he's 12 going on 13 and, so, but he hasn't really, decided on, all right, this is my part of music here. He has, like he listened to a little bit of music, but he hasn't really gotten into it yet. So I like to show him the origins of music and show him this is real hip hop. This is how it started. Like this is
Right,
who started this shit, and this is Detroit rap. Listen to this.
right.
I play shit in front of him all the time. Like, all of D12 Bizarre Paradigm. Jay Dilla,
Let them do
Seven the
it. Real.
General. King
Yeah,
Doherty. All
yeah,
all of your mixtapes and shit. So
yeah.
he's heard all kinds of Detroit music because on your mixtapes you got a good plethora of different artists, and yeah, that's dope. Um, what do you remember? What song it was, or what, or maybe it was an album? What was the first rap that you listened to where you were really like, yes, this is the shit. This is the music.
I think it was Curtis Blow Christmas rapping.
Yes, yes,
That's just when I heard Curtis Blow. Um, it was they hear it on the radio, the jive talk,
yeah,
and where I was at the time, in my neighborhood, it was like I matched the way where my friends were, and the music. It was like, oh, okay, this is what it is. This is what we're living. This is why, this is why my friends look like this. This is the voice of that. And Curtis Blow was that, and it kept going. It was like, oh, okay, Curtis Blow produced the Fat Boys. He knew Run DMC, or that whole little lineage. But to see that take off, but to hear the message from Grandmaster Flash and man, and Melly Mel, and that song was really like, okay,
Yes.
uh, this is what I really want to do. Like I can,
Yes.
all my friends want to sell dope and stuff for this, that, blah, 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 and this guy got the song for it.
Yes.
You know, don't that whole "don't get high off your own supply" message.
Yes.
That whole song, that was it right there, Melly Mel.
Yes.
Mm,
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
I love that. What a coincidence too that it's Christmas Day and that was the song that got you in
yeah,
it too. That
Christmas
Christmas
rapper,
rapping.
Curtis Blow.
I'm gonna look that
Shout
up
out Curtis
after and
Blow.
I'll play a little clip of that on here. Yes.
Word.
Hell yeah. So
That's
shout
what's
out to
up.
Curtis Blow. That's dope. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Would you say do you right now, do you have anyone that you would say is your favorite DJ?
DJ, right now, um, of course, like DJ Scratch,
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
DJ Aladdin. I always like Aladdin. Aladdin is from LA. He worked with WC in the Mass Circle, low profile. Back then, he was with Rhyme Syndicate. DJ Aladdin was like the one of the dopest, man. Of course, my Detroit homies, DJ Los,
Yes.
DJ Dez, and all those guys. They
Yes.
were always, inspiration to me.
Nice.
Man, I like what Static Selected, what he does with the beats and the DJing.
Yes.
I like to see what DJs mold artists and break artists and produce artists. It's only so much you can sit there, scratch and trick and stuff. When you grab an artist and make an artist, important, man. That's what Jam Master Jay was showing us, man. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So,
Yes.
that's the rhythm I like. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anyone is there anyone, of course, people you want to work with? All right, if you could pick, like, who would you really want to work with right now if you could just pick anybody?
Now, nowadays, I would want to work with like, I'm glad I did the joint with King David. That
Yeah.
was a bucket list for me.
Yes. I
But
got that.
I would want to work with like MC8 from Compton Most
Yeah.
Wanted.
Classic.
Um, Rock Marciano. I don't know if you're
Yes.
familiar with Rock Marciano.
Oh yeah.
Him. Kind of switch it up. Some guys from LA, like Cali, the E40s, Be Legits. I want to kind of mess with like the Mac Malls, those kind of guys.
Yeah.
Um, I want to work with Cameron eventually. That's my goal. Cam, if you listen to Cam, yeah, I need to get you on a song. Yeah, Cam, that's my guy right there.
Oh yeah.
He told me he's gonna do something for me, but I want to do something with Cam eventually.
Oh
Put
yeah.
some Detroit cats with some guys like that. I would let her put like Payroll and Cameron on a song. I don't know if you know who Payroll is, a Detroit
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Hell yeah.
yeah, I would like to do something like that. But
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
this switch it up.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Um, Somebody told me that somebody that I'm working with, they said you got to ask some stuff about current events. He said you got to ask this stuff, and this isn't to try to kick the guy while he's down or anything like that. I respect the guy, but what what do you think of the current Kanye West situation?
I think I think I think a lot of it makes a lot of sense and a lot of it don't. But because I don't really like, you can't really mix your love life with your politics and
Right,
religion life.
right,
That's the whole thing. When he did his interview, it's just the way you deliver things, man. And it's like, coming up, it's a lot of stuff you don't really do and say this. It's like
right.
when you saying things and you're gonna divide people, just how or you gonna pull them together. it's just your tone, how you deliver things, man.
Right.
Like, you know, it's like if I'm feuding with my girl, man, I ain't gonna answer the phone. If I, you know, I don't want to, I don't want to be in the house arguing with her, and then I'm answering the phone fucked up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, yeah,
Right.
this is what I'm delivering. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. It's like, just maintain your sanity, because
Yes.
it's a lot. We haunted from the jump, man. It's like,
Right.
our ancestral, you gotta know who your family is. It's a lot of shit I feel my family is attacked on, but I would never get on,
Right.
on a platform and say feel this person did it, or you know what I'm saying, this person did this to my family member, this, that, but you got it, because I got to live tomorrow, man. I don't know who gonna you make my drink tomorrow, my food tomorrow. You gotta watch that shit. Hey, you gotta. That's a whole nother level.
Right.
Uh, You can't mix the two, man. When you arguing with your wife, just don't answer the phone sometimes.
Right.
And that's the thing, when you can't go from your love life to politics just like that, because it conflict the two. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what you don't know, if the rage is. We all a victim of thinking with our penis sometimes, bro.
Yes. We men, we do it.
When you make the mistakes, so you produce more with that shit. Get what comes with it. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I said it before, and I feel bad. Like, and he should stay out of the spotlight a little bit for a while too. But I feel like he should have not married her. Like, of all the women on the planet, like everybody done been with,
Man,
you know.
caught in the lust, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
thinking with his other head, like you said. That, man. But I hope he gets it figured out, and gets back, on top, doing something
Geniuses, man.
positive.
Guys, that's geniuses. We supposed to get attacked.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
guys that a little ahead of time. We get attacked. I get attacked all the
Yeah.
time. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just be, a little more way you display things. Like now, I'm
Right.
getting a call to come in and open up Christmas gifts. Man, it is
I
what
didn't know that
it
it
is.
was kind of divided like that in Detroit. Like how you said people were, kind of coming at you like, oh, why you fuck with this guy? Why are you working with that guy? I didn't know
Oh
some of that was
man,
going on.
I mean, when it was at that point where Royce and them wasn't talking to D12 and them,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm the DJ. Listen to the shit on you, Royce this. With Bizarre. And I just didn't understand. I was like, yo, but that's the game, man. I love them guys
yeah,
equally, bro, and
yeah.
I'm a fan equally. Say, I
Right,
told Eminem that the last time I seen him was just a lot of stuff I don't understand, but.
right.
It's when people got their own money and their own power,
Yeah,
they do certain things. But, I just try to be a little more sharing, man, because,
yeah,
man, I want my homeboys' kids to recognize me if I'm walking across the street and with a
yeah,
with a cane or in a wheelchair or something, and my Kanava's son know who I am, or
yeah.
Bizarre daughter know who I am, and she said, "Hey, what's up, OG?" And I'm limping across the street, or 80 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here, you know what I'm saying? They know that's what we got to produce, that economy, that camaraderie.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Man,
What would you say you want the? Is there anything you want the world to know about DJ Butter? What would you want? What would you want to tell everybody?
man, make the best of this time, bro. Bro, is and invest in yourself, man. Really invest in yourself, man. If you got if you got all these vices in the world, sometimes you got to say, okay, today I ain't gonna buy any cigarettes, to drink, and the
Yes.
dope or whatever you're on. Let me invest in myself. Let me try something new. Take a chance on yourself, man. That's all. Sometimes you gotta make them sacrifices, to take a chance on yourself. Sometimes I make it an effort to buy my own brands,
Yeah.
to put t-shirts and things with my logos on them. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
I'm buying Nike and stuff, I say that if I'm giving Michael Jordan all my money, let me invest in my own t-shirts, my
Yeah.
own. But you gotta start from there.
Right.
Find out who make t-shirts and stuff. You say, oh, I got 20 Nike shirts that I paid $100 a piece for. At least buy your own sometime.
Yeah.
Build your own. Try it out, man, because a lot of working people, they get scared. They're really investing themselves at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is an investment. You invest in yourself to build, to monetize, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We invest in each other. So
Oh,
people
yeah.
work and get caught up in a selfish world.
Right.
You know, they
They
go
do.
home and say, this is my money for me and my family. And we take our vacation and we're not coming out to teach nobody anything. We're not coming out to share a business card or give
Right.
somebody some game. And that's what's fucked up with hip hop, the world, to all of that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta change that, man, because the young kids gonna eat us alive, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I look at it. We're gonna look like food to the young. You know what I'm saying? I make
Right.
sure I tell my father I love him. He can call me a motherfucker. I've been on the West Coast 3 years, man, and I love him harder and harder and I don't expect for him to come too quickly out here, but we gotta enjoy each other, bro, because we gotta keep put hope and hope and encouraging each other to do more and be more for each other. Because we train to be selfish, man. It's
Right.
just it's more Satanism and savagism right now than anything, man.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Word.
Speaking of, are you a spiritual person at all?
Yeah, sometimes I mean just when you go coming up, man, and you almost lose your life, and God is right there and flip
Right.
that gun around and all that stuff, man, you be like, man, I ain't expect that to happen. When you done got shot at and you escaped that shit. Hey, bro, this what hip hop has done for me, man. You
Wow.
know what I'm saying?
That's
You
dope.
know, I got hit, man, in my senior year. I thought I was gonna catch my head in my hand, man. Just
Oh,
involved in some crazy stuff. Dude come behind me with a pistol and stuff, and I just see the gun flip around. I'm like, damn.
wow.
Somebody pull up on you with a gun like that, and he looking like the devil, and you guys say, "No, it's not the time."
Wow.
That's where my spiritual come from. My spiritualness come from. So
That's awesome.
that's what. Yeah, hip hop has really helped me, man.
Yes.
For real.
That's one of the questions I was going to ask before wrapping it up. Is what do you is it was exactly that. What do you think hip hop is done for you, and what would you like to say? Because I think hip hop gets a bad rap, and people say, "Oh, it's negative," but I think it's actually saved a lot of people too. So I wanted to ask, how was hip hop been a benefit to you? Actually, yeah, let her out of there, Mike.
It was an escapism, man. When the world gets the best of you, man. When you get out that house and you don't really know nothing but to watch TV and sit there and absorb all that hella vision from TV. You don't know how to create. When people don't know how to create in their own home, they get out in the world and let the world create for them, man.
Yes.
It's like, no, man. Hip hop has saved me from doing a lot of stuff, man. Being involved and I done escaped so much shit. You know what I'm saying? Just wanting to hold on. Friends want you to buy bags of dope. You want to go buy CDs. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? And,
Ah,
then they go get killed right after that. You know what I'm saying? And things like busted or whatever. So
right.
it saved me a lot, bro, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
For real,
awesome.
man.
That is awesome. I love hearing that, man. I love hearing that. because it saved my life and stuff too. Where I don't think I'd be here if I didn't have it to go to when I was a kid and get lost
Yeah,
in my Walkman until the batteries died. That's
yeah.
I was in it. Is there anything you want to say to young people coming up in the industry? Any advice you'd like to give them?
Man, start the record labels with your parents, man. If
Yeah.
your parents will listen to you, man, love on your parents. Let them really listen to you, man. Don't let these industry labels and stuff
Yes.
eat y'all alive, man. If your parents will listen to your demo and they spend time with being a fan of yours, break it down to them. Show them, what it takes to make it work. DistroKid, or go buy a disc maker's book or a music book. Let your parents be your record label, man. Go get our new album with Good Dope Sells Itself.
Yes. Yes.
DJ
Well,
King David Pace one. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I just wanted to grab this quick to short, but yeah, go
Was
get
well,
this.
man.
Go get it. It's even signed by
Yeah,
none other than DJ Butter.
yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, man, that's what's up, man.
Yes. So
That's what's up.
and I always want to support you too, because like over the years, I've listened to a lot of your music and it's always dope. And I feel like, whenever I get one of these, I'm like, yes, I feel like I got to get in on something special. I have a piece of history right here, So,
Thank you,
yes,
man. Thank you, man. Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank you. Thank you for all the music
Man,
over the
thank
years.
y'all, man.
And
I
absolutely.
appreciate you, man.
Thank you,
I
man.
appreciate you, man. I want to say shout out to DJ King David.
Yes.
Rest in peace to Illy Ill. Rest in peace to Big Gip. Stand Up Entertainment, Proof, Bugs, man,
Yes.
Dilla, Blade Icewood, man, Young E, Chili D. Good Dope Sells Itself is out right now. Showboat, rest in peace. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Oh, yeah.
y'all, man. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you,
Yes.
man. I appreciate you too. Oh, Shady's Beats from the UK said to tell you
Word,
what's up.
shout out.
Yeah, shout out to
Word, shout out
Shady's Beats.
Shady Beats. Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all make sure y'all check out my podcast, Funky Fresh in the Flesh, man.
Yes,
B-Boy Reg, I see.
yes. I'll
Thank
put a
y'all,
link
man.
in the description for that so they can go right to your
Okay.
YouTube page and everything and to your
Word.
podcast. And man, thank you for coming on the show. It was
Thank
an
you.
honor to have
Thank
you
you.
on here, and Merry Christmas,
Thank you.
brother. Thank you.
Man, Merry Christmas. Man, Merry Christmas. Shout out to Wesley Valentine Corilla, The Honor Show. I
Yes.
appreciate y'all.
Thank
Thank you.
you. God bless, man.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you.
Damn, that was a dope interview.
Hands down, dopest dope.
Thank you, DJ Butter. I am humbled and honored that you would be on the Honor Show on Christmas. Thank you. If you'd like to contribute to the Honor Show and help us grow, I'll put my Cash App and PayPal handles up right after this. And thank you very much. God bless. Thank you for watching.